Smart light bulbs are very good in starting a smart home, but is it really worth it? Later in the video, I will be reviewing what I believe is the biggest problem with smart bulbs. To set it up, we need to turn it on and off till it starts blinking. It is currently blinking for me, but it isn't fast enough, so we will have to keep doing this until it starts blinking rapidly. It is now blinking rapidly, so I will now head over to the app Magic Home Light. First, we need to click on the plus button and then add device, and then we need to accept the terms and conditions. Then we click on lighting. After this, we click on AP config in the top right corner. Now, we go to the Wi-Fi settings and then click on Broadlink Network. After this, a notification should pop up saying it's ready to go to the next step. Now, we just select the network we want to connect to. And finally, we select the device and add it to the room. And it's done! Now, the brightness levels are pretty good, but let's do a comparison with a regular 40-watt bulb. The light bulb is good enough to fill up the entire room I was in, which is good since it shows how powerful it is. Now, this is 50%. It is still very good and fills up the entire room, and it is still brighter than the 40-watt bulb. Now, at 25%, the bulbs are both around the same brightness, and it just fills up the room enough, but pretty dimly, so not something you may use all the time. 1% is just enough if you just are going to watch a movie, but don't want it to be too dark. So far, the smart light is doing pretty well, and the brightness levels are much better than the other bulb. But now, let's go on to compatibility. The bulb has its own app, Magic Home, and it has many different features. I can change the bulb to the normal white color, change the color of it, and even set scenes and timers for it. It also has great support for Alexa. I can just go into the app, click on settings, and then click on skills and games. Then I just have to search for Magic Home Light, click on it, and then click on enable skill. And then once linked, all my bulbs will be synced. Google Home is also a very similar process. I just click the little plus icon, then click add new device. Then I click works with Google. And now I scroll down until I see Magic Home Light. It will bring me up to a page where I'll click link, and then all my bulbs will be synced. For this section, I would give it a 6 out of 10 since it supports the main smart homes, and it has its own app. But it doesn't support SmartThings and HomeKit, which is a huge letdown for some people. This is the blue light and is actually pretty powerful. It fills up the full room and it looks pretty nice. The red light is also pretty good, but it is like the 40-watt bulb in brightness, so far the second brightest light I have seen. Now, the green one looks white on camera and doesn't look too green, and it is so far the least brightest of the three, and doesn't look the most accurate. The bulb does sometimes have different colors shown than displayed, but I get a few different results depending on the app I use. Alexa shows me different results, same with Google and the Home app. Well, let's talk about the cons of this light bulb. The first one is specifically for this bulb, and that is the colors. I'll show you. Look at the screen. It doesn't look like the green that is on the app. If I change the green to a little lighter, it becomes blue, and this is a huge problem if you want a lighter green. Now, what the video has led up to, and this happens to all bulbs, not just this one in specific. The main problem of smart bulbs happens when I turn off the lamp. After this, the bulb loses all connection since it's not receiving any power. I can try turning it on from the app, but nothing will happen. But when I turn on the lamp again, the app starts to work and I can do whatever I want to the bulb. Well, this is my final review. While the setup was easy, it was also hard. If you go back to the section, it took me so many attempts just to put it into pairing mode. So that's why I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 10. Now, for the brightness test. It was 4 times the incandescent's brightness, but the color brightness wasn't that bright, so I'd be giving it an 8 out of 10. The colors were great, and there were many more of them, but some of them were off and totally different, so 7 out of 10 for the colors. The connectivity was also great, but it only supported Alexa and Google, and didn't support HomeKit and Samsung, which was a huge letdown for some people, so this section gets a 6 out of 10. Overall, I'd give this light bulb a 6.5 out of 10. Should you buy it? Yes, but there are alternatives, and maybe smart switches would be a better recommendation. I'll have a video on that soon. If you like this video, there's 2 more videos that YouTube's suggesting to you here, and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.